Hello and welcome back to Learn ASL. Right now we have another video for you on time, but this time focused on the calendar and the parts of the calendar.
Exactly. Calendar is signed like this. It's a C hand shape and it's like you're flipping the page. Calendar. Then you have the parts of the calendar. You have day, which is like the sun going down over the horizon. Week, month, and year.
We can add quantity to these periods of time by adding numbers to the sign. For example, 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days. That pattern continues until 9 days. So when we have 10 days or above, we sign the number and then just day. So 10 days or 15 days. That pattern applies to weeks and months. 1 week, 2 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, 14 weeks. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 9 months, 16 months. With year, that pattern does not apply. It's the same for everything. It's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and that's the same regardless of the year.
Exactly. Then you have concepts such as every day, every month, and things like that. The principle to remember with this is a circular hand motion. When we sign every day, we do every day. That's an A hand shape, and it kind of brushes your cheek as you move it in a circle. Then you have every week. Again, notice the circular motion. Then every month, and then every year. Instead of going every year, we're just going to do every year. Just hit your fists together and flick your finger. Then you can also have quantity to those. You do, instead of every 2 days, you sign each or every. So you do every 2 days, every 3 days, and then when you hit to 10, you do every 10 days, and so on. Then you have weeks. Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 7 weeks. When we hit 10, we do each 10 week or each 13 weeks, and so on and so forth. Then you have months. Every 2 months, every 3 months, every 6 months. When you hit 10, each 10 month, and so on. Then you have year. Every 2 years, every 3 years, every 5 years. When we hit 10, each 10 year, and then so on, such as each 20 year, and so on.
We can also show things as happening at a period of time in the future or a period of time in the past. We've already taught you tomorrow and yesterday. In addition, we can have 2 days in the future or 9 days in the future. You can have 7 days in the past or 5 days in the past, or 10 days in the future or 10 days in the past. Again, notice the 10 instead of the 3, for example. With week, it's the same principle. We can have 1 week in the future, we can have 7 weeks in the future. We can have 3 weeks in the past or 9 weeks in the past. Again, with the 10, you do 10 weeks in the future or 10 weeks in the past, and that's for 10 and above. With month, it's again the exact same principle. We have 3 months in the future or 3 months in the past. Again, above 10, 12 months in the future or 12 months in the past. With year, it's slightly different. We can do 1 year in the future or 2 years in the future or 3 years in the future, and that continues. We have 10 years in the future. In the past, we can do 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, until 9 years ago, and then 10 years in the past. In addition, you'll see this for last year. Just so you see that, it means last year, or next year. Some people will drop this hand for those ones.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us again on Learn ASL. If you have any questions, we know it's a lot of information, just ask us in the comments below, and remember our hashtag. Thank you.